Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Hi, everybody. I'm PJ Adzima. Welcome to Stage Time. I'm here with a very, very special guest. This is RAEGAN.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here, for real.
This is really such a thrill. I've been a big fan of yours for such a long time. You were so fabulous on our show.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm a fan of yours.
Thanks.
I saw you on that show and I was like, I literally went home talking, you need to be an Oscar host. Literally.
Oh, thanks.
Like, actually.
I would love to. Hear that? I would love to. No, truly, hosting is so very fun, and I just really love being on stage and working a crowd.
Yeah.
And so clearly do you. You are such an amazing performer.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, truly. It's so wonderful to watch you perform, and I think that's one of my favorite things about you is that you really are so theatrical.
Yes.
And you bill yourself as that, right? Like you are a musical theater pop star.
I'm a theater kid, literally.
You're
so I
kid.
cannot escape my roots.
Oh my good. And nor should you. And that's why you're here today. So Theater Kids Unite. Thank you very much for being here. So when you say you're a theater kid, what does that mean? What does that mean to you?
I mean, it just means that I was very inspired by theater as a kid. That's the way that I expressed myself. I found my confidence through that. Honestly, I found my identity through theater as a child. Like, performing made me confident. And so that, like, led me to where I am now. And I always performed. I knew whatever I did in life, whether I went down the lane of like actually doing like Broadway or acting or just making music, whatever, I knew I would be performing in somewhat because that's kind of like my sole purpose or whatevs.
It's absolutely your sole purpose.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, and you really do command that stage. And I think
Thank you.
that's what's so amazing. It's like, I really think that you were just such an entertainer. And the skill and the professionalism that you have in really commanding a stage and commanding an audience, and then the creative direction that goes into your performances as well.
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit about, you obviously have such an iconic style, and both
you.
musically and also, in performance.
Yeah.
And can you talk a little bit about what you're inspired from and where that comes from?
Yeah, I would say it's a lot of trial and error. Like, I have had some moments where I look back and I'm like, why did I wear that? Why? But it's always self-expression at the end of the day. I'm always just like showing my identity through my outfits, through the music in a sonic form. It's always just who I am at that time. And as a human, you're constantly growing, you're maturing. So I feel like my art just follows that. And I would say as a kid, I had the freedom to express myself. I had crazy outfits, my mom can attest, and like crazy hairstyles. So it gave me the freedom and like confidence to just try it out and be myself. And I think that's kind of what led me to like my style and even like sonic, my music as well, the style overall. But I'm very inspired clearly by musical theater and all the pop girls of my time that just like showed me what music could be. But yeah, I think that's what I would say. I love burlesque too.
So I would love to know a little bit about your who inspires you and kind of what was, you mentioned like you'll try anything. Yeah. What was, where do you think you are now compared to like what was RAEGAN 1? What was that first like fuck RAEGAN era like? And, for you, what inspired that, and then what's this new era now?
So fuck RAEGAN, all of the songs I made like were in high school. So that was like my coming of age. That was like my rebellion. I was like, no, I'm 16, mom. Like, I can do it. Like, it was literally me just being like a moody teenager and like finding the space of music. Like, wait, I can express myself. I found the confidence of being gay. I'm queer. And I get to like live in this world that I get to create. So I think that's really what it was about for me. And I was also very inspired by the music I was listening to at the time, which was a lot of like experimental, like alternative pop, dark pop, stuff like that. That was kind of what I grew up on, as well as Broadway. And that was like my first era. And then I took some time off and I was like, this music doesn't resonate with who I am in my early 20s now. I'm a different person. I grew so much. So I was like, I took some time off. I really like had a moment where I was like, should I kind of pivot? And should I now kind of go back to who I was as a kid? And because I really resonate with her. Like, kid me and I were like locked in, you know?
You did it.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I was like, should I go into theater, like auditions and stuff like that? And I came back to the fact, like, no, music is how I express myself. Making music is truly just an expression of my identity. And I was like, I can't ever leave her. So I just put them together and I was like, you know what? We'll make musical theater pop music. And that's where I am now.
I love it. Well,
Long story short.
You are so very good at it. And
Thank you.
Well, can you speak a little bit to the power of, that discovery and like your queerness and the importance of being a performer and like how that, what that, I know what that journey was. Clearly I think you're an inspiration to so many people who can do that and can really have that, that level of expression, who find this amazing art form and find community community and being on stage, and they find something in themselves that then they can be confident in.
Yeah.
And I think that confidence and watching you blossom in that way is such an amazing and inspiring thing that I know that I'm inspired by, and I know so many other people are as
Thank
well.
you. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna sound cheesy, but like everyone says this, but like at the end of the day, no one goes home as you. No one's in your room alone with you. You know, you're only with yourself. So you just have to choose to be yourself every time. And you just choose what you love and what you want to do. And I think when that clicked for me as a teenager, I was like, no, like who cares? I am what I am, and I'm so proud of that. And it turned out to be my biggest superpower in a lot of ways. And it allowed me to, express myself through music. I think it's all hand in hand, you know? I think artist Reagan and regular Reagan, I call her lowercase Reagan, because all caps Reagan and lowercase, like they're the same person at the end of the day, and they coexist. But yeah, I didn't really answer your question.
No,
but
yes, you
it's
are.
important
This is
to
great.
be gay. It's great.
That's it.
End
It's
of
important to be gay.
sentence.
That's it. You heard it here first, everybody.
it.
You gotta know. Now you've got a very busy time coming up. We've got a little EP on the way.
Yes.
Some things what you want to talk about, or like what people can be looking forward to
Yeah,
in
of
your
course.
journey as capital Reagan is
All
continuing
caps
to grow.
Reagan.
All caps Reagan. Yes, and also like what this new Reagan is, and what do you feel like
absolutely.
you're embodying right now these days?
Of course, yeah. So my EP Reagan Core is coming out soon in the fall. Very excited for that. We have a lot of exciting projects coming along the way as well that you will see. I don't want to spoil anything. But also more music videos coming, which will bring the songs to life, and a headline run coming soon in the US and maybe Europe, UK. We're trying to see. We'll see.
Okay.
A small little shows just for fun. But yeah, I mean, I think what I really want to do right now is just like meet with my audience and like make that relationship, because it matters so much. Like I just want to inspire and be inspired by the people, the community that we're building. So
yeah, it's a beautiful community, and we're about to welcome some of them here into this room right now.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and we're truly, it's really great to. Can you speak a little bit about that as far as like performing for and what that community is and what this community means to you?
Yeah, of course. I think like the community that I am surrounded by and continuously building is all the theater kids, all the queer kids, all the drama queens, the crybabies, everything that we ever said we were that wasn't a good thing, but actually is our biggest superpower, like I said. And I think being in a room filled with those types of people and being able to be that type of person with them is the best. You're building a community where you really fit in, and it's important. And I think I try to work with people like that. I try to work with women, queer, and yeah, it fuels me.
Yeah, it does. Well, it fuels us as well here at
Yeah.
Stage Time, and this is exactly what this room was made for.
Awesome.
To be able to be in community
Yeah.
with the people here in New York City, to be hyper local and be working with artists like yourself who we just love and are inspired by and are just really a part of this generation, right? Like we are sharing this moment, and we're getting to cheer each other on and watch each other rise. And I think that tonight is a perfect example of what I know I want to be doing here, which is being a part of an artistic community that is really empowering each other and encouraging each other to go further and to get weird and to be yourself.
Yeah.
And you are absolutely embodying that with
you.
every new version of Reagan that's coming out.
Thank
and we
you.
are so excited for all the other versions of Reagan, all the other versions of Reagan that we are going to keep getting to meet.
Thank you.
And truly, we are so excited for the show, and it's time to let the audience in.
Let's
and
let 'em in.
any last minute things you want to say before we get out of here and enjoy the show?
I call this Reagan Core, and then put a wink sound. Wink.
All right, Reagan Court, Stage Time. Let's do it.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.